support systems activated.
Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another No Man's Sky video. It's been a little while since I made a No Man's Sky video, but I always start a new game when there is a new major update. And we got the Prisms update. I'm not really sure exactly what that entails, but it's another major update. And all of their big updates have been really nice. And then the other thing, of course, that happened is that I got a PS5. So this is not the PS4 version of the game, but this is the proper PS5 version of the game running from the PS5 hard drive. And I wish I had the original release, the original physical disc release. So I would have the original version of the game, and I could take a look at it and record some footage, and then I could install all the updates and then compare the footage. There are actually videos on my channel of the game at that time. Maybe I'll put some links in the description, but there are definitely some big differences, and I think this game has improved immensely over time. But I always enjoyed it. I don't really care about trophies, but this game is one of the few platinum trophies I actually have. And I got that platinum before they started releasing all these new substantial updates, and they undoubtedly have added a lot. There is no doubt. And if you didn't like the game back then and you still have it, give it a shot. Or if you see it on sale and you want to check it out, give it a shot, because I think it has improved a lot. But the first part of the game is pretty much the same. You wake up on a planet, you don't have a ship at first, and you kind of get walked through the tutorial steps of basic survival. Right here I'm in a storm. If you haven't figured it out, this is a very cold, icy world, and so we're having a very intense blizzard here. And I'm looking for a cave, but I never could find one. And finally, though, I did survive. The storm went away and I made it over here. I found these things, which will be good money makers for me early on. They're not worth a whole lot of money, but they'll be worth some cash. But right now, I'm just going to keep following these objectives. We're trying to repair our ship, and we need a hermetic seal and the ship's sensors. The ship is partially repaired, and the sensors are active, and they picked up that there was a hermetic seal over here in this building. So all of this is pretty much the same as it always was. I think there are a few small differences, but it's mostly the same. You're on the same planet for quite a while. Whatever planet you wake up on is going to be your home for a little bit at the beginning of the game. And then eventually you'll have the ship repaired to the point where you can leave the planet. And you'll get a message, and then you'll get some coordinates. And I guess depending on the system where you are, those coordinates might be back on the same planet you just flew off of, or they might be on another planet in the same system. And you just keep going along through the steps until you finally get the ability to actually jump from one star system to another. And at that point, the game opens up quite a bit, and some people continue to follow objectives. Some people will just kind of explore and do their own thing. Some people might go toward the center of the galaxy. It's really up to the player and what they want to do. It's not too long into the game when you start having the opportunity to get your own larger ships that will follow you around, a fleet of ships that will follow you around if you want them to, or you can send them on missions, and they can complete their own objectives and get rewards for you. And none of that was in the game at the very beginning. There's a crashed freighter on this icy world. I guess I should say that I'm playing in a mode that prioritizes the frame rate. There is also a mode that will try to make the game look as nice as they can make it look, and I think the frame rate in that mode drops to 30, and I'm playing at 60 right here. My TV does not go to 120, so I don't know if No Man's Sky supports 120 or not, but 60 definitely looks very, very smooth. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the Demon Souls video, but that game also gives you a choice between prioritizing frame rate or looking nicer. I think they call it cinematic mode in Demon Souls, but that video was done prioritizing frame rate, so that was 60 frames per second also. I think these stars look different. I think that's because of the new update, but I'm not positive. But the game definitely looks very nice. I haven't tried to plug my PSVR into my PS5 yet, so I don't know how that works. I'm curious to see how this game and how Skyrim VR look through the PS5. I think you can do that. I'm not really sure, but of course I'm looking forward to the PSVR 2, which hopefully will release next year. I'm really hoping, and at that time I will certainly start another new game on No Man's Sky. Really looking forward to PSVR 2. I don't talk about it in videos that are not PSVR videos usually, but I'm a big fan of PSVR, big fan of VR in general and VR gaming, and I'm excited to see where all that goes in the future. And so PSVR 2 is going to be a definite purchase for me. Right now we have received our coordinates, and you can see the big ringed planet in front of us. That's the planet that I've been on all this time, the icy world. It's a large planet, and I kind of want to explore it some more. But our current destination is on this planet over here, and you can see, I guess that's a moon there in front of it, and you can see another planet back behind it and to the left. But I'm just kind of rambling. This video really is just an excuse to show some PS5 footage. I've been, of course, enjoying Demon Souls, but I'm also enjoying booting up some of these older PS4 games to see how they run. And so I thought No Man's Sky looked particularly good, so I thought I'd make a video. But here is our new planet here. It's a toxic world. We've got toxic rain. And you're going to notice as I fly down that details are going to still be popping in, so they haven't solved that problem on the PS5. The frame rate is much smoother, but there is still detail popping in, but it's less so than on PS4 and PS4 Pro, and especially through PSVR. PSVR had lots and lots of pop-in, still does. So that's kind of the main thing I want to check out by loading up No Man's Sky through PSVR and PS5 is that pop-in. It was really bad, even when moving around on foot. But the pop-in on foot is pretty much a non-factor on PS5 now, I'm happy to report. But here we are landing, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to make a few more before I get back into Stellaris, but we definitely will do that eventually. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.